Everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
A gentleman by the name of Shamar on TikTok told a story that was kind of bizarre and gruesome. He said that he's a truck driver and he went into a restaurant to wash his hands. And on the way into the restroom, he saw a couple sitting at the table, and I guess they were celebrating the man's birthday. He's 89 years old. And so, he said, "Happy birthday, young man," and then went on about his business. So he said when he came out of the restroom, the older man summons them over as his wife went to talk to somebody as she saw from church or something like that. And he says, "Yeah, I have a lot of memories and things like that." And then Shamar said, "Yeah, I bet you do. Almost 100 years old. There's a lot of things that you probably wish you could forget," kind of being, joking about it. And he says, the 89-year-old white man says, "You have no idea." And then he went on to tell him this. Check it out.
So right before he took a very long pause, he looked at me and said, "Back in those times, it was very common for firefighters that looked like me to leave people that looked like you in burning houses and buildings and horrible situations just to say they couldn't get to us." He said more times than he'd like to admit, he would hear screaming black people and children in burning buildings and houses and apartments and stores and cars, and he would literally just pretend he didn't hear it. He said his last time doing it was when he made eye contact with the baby that he deliberately went into a building to save and deliberately didn't. And he said that was the last time he did it, and he quit that year. He said the nightmare still hasn't stopped. He still hasn't forgiven himself. And
so as you saw and heard there, he said, the white guy said he used to be a firefighter, and in the 60s and 70s, that I guess him and his team would leave a lot of black people to burn to death. It was just standard or something they did. And he said one of the last memories he had, as you guys heard him say, as watching a baby, die in a fire. And so I guess that's some of the things that he wished that he could forget. Now, Shamar went on to say how freaked out and disgusted that he was by hearing that story, because he said, "I know police officers don't like us, but firefighters too." And so he was just taken aback at how everybody hates black people. And then he also went on to say how he wished he didn't, hear that story and have to know that. But that, happened in the 60s, the 70s. Of course, we know even way back then, but it's happening now. Now, of course, we probably haven't heard any stories of modern day things, but don't forget, don't you ever think that just went away, right? With that 89-year-old man. Okay, that was the last person that did it. Nah, they taught that stuff more than likely to their people, right? There's a tradition they probably passed down. And so I wouldn't be surprised if now in 2023, we start hearing stories about, black people mysteriously burnt up in a fire that could have been saved, but firefighters chose not to do it. Now, of course, we've heard about racist stories coming out of fire stations where black employees have sued due to the treatment that they've received, and, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not shocked. You guys aren't probably aren't shocked either. But Shamar seems like a young man, and that would be shocking, I would imagine, to anybody to have a white man, admit that. It's like, wow. Are you trying to clear your conscience? Because it's going to take more than you to tell a story to clear your conscience, and you probably ain't going to heaven if there is one. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.